Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk to you about error bars. So, to explain what error bars are, let's imagine that I wanted to graph the period against the length of a pendulum. So, as you can see, I've got my length data down the left hand side here, and then I've done some maths to get these period values over here. Both of these numbers have uncertainties. So if we have a look, the uncertainty in all the lengths is 0.02 meters, and the uncertainty in the period is different for each trial, but the first three trials at 0.1 and for the final trial at 0.2. Now, I'd just like to make a note that this axis that was drawn here was drawn by hand without a ruler. Please never do that. Always use graph paper when graphing your results. But just for the purpose of this video, we're going to have some hand-drawn axes that are no good. Alright, so if we're going to graph the data points, when the length is 0.2, the period is 0.9, so that's going to be approximately here. Now the thing is that we don't actually know that the length is exactly 0.2. It could have been anywhere from 0.018 to 0.22. So what that means is there's actually some uncertainty, and what we want to do is show the range of that uncertainty. So we show that by drawing an error bar like this. So that error bar should go all the way from 0.18 up to 0.22, showing the possible range of that data point. Now there was also uncertainty in the period. The uncertainty in the period was 0.1, so that means it could go from anywhere from 1 down to 0.8. So rather than having a series of dots on our graphs, we're going to have a series of points with error bars around them like this. So that way we can see the uncertainty in our results. This is a very helpful visual tool because it allows us to see if our uncertainty in our data looks reasonable, if it looks too small, or if it looks far too large. But it's also very useful for a skill that we're going to learn, which is finding the uncertainty in the slope of a line. Now for this particular data here, we would not actually get a straight line. We'd get a bit of a curve to our data. So if we plot the next point, let's have a go. So we've got the length is 0.4, and then the period is 1.3 seconds. So the point would be approximately there. And once again, we add our error bars for the uncertainty. We could do this with all of the data points shown. Now that you've watched this video, you should know how to plot data with error bars.